Hello. Today we'll be conducting a lab from Investigation 7.1, Dissolve or Melt. It is located in your student response notebook on page 111 and 113. Let's look at 111 together. Dissolve or Melt A. Materials: 2 plastic cups, 2 aluminum foil squares, 2 paper cups, 4 candies, all in one color, hot and cold water. Prepare foil cups. A. Place the plastic cup in the center of the foil square. Bring the foil up around the edges of the cup. B. Place the foil wrapped cup inside a second cup. Push gently but firmly all the way down. C. Remove the foil cup. The foil cup will float on the water in the plastic cup. D. Repeat the procedure to make a second aluminum foil cup. Procedures. A. Put about 150 milliliters of hot water in one plastic cup. Put about 150 milliliters of cold water in the other plastic cup. B. Put an aluminum foil cup in each cup of water. C. Get 4 candies, all in one color. Put 1 candy in each aluminum foil cup and put 1 in the bottom of each of the cups of water. D. Don't stir, poke, or shake the candies or the cups. Observe to see if anything melts or if anything dissolves. Now, let's look at page 113, where you write down your results and the conclusions for questions 1 and 2 in your lab notebook. Page 113, Dissolve or Melt. Results. Record your observation in the table below. Let's look at the table. Materials: candy coating, and the chocolate. You'll be making observations of the hot water, the M&M, the candy coating in the hot water, the chocolate that's in the hot water, and the M&M candy coating that's in the cold water, as well as the chocolate in the cold water. You'll be making observations on the hot and cold air, M&Ms that are inside the boat. Let's look at the conclusion for the questions. Number 1. A. What melted? B. Under what conditions? C. What happened at the particle level when it melted? Number 2. A. What dissolved? B. Under what conditions? And C. What happened at the particle level when it dissolved? Let's get started with this lab. First, let's get some hot and cold water. Now that we've gotten our hot and our cold water, we will take the 2 plastic cups. We'll put the hot water in 1 plastic cup, about halfway full, and we'll use the cold water to about halfway full in the other plastic cup. We'll then take our aluminum boats to float in our cold water and in our hot water, and we will use the same colored M&M candies. We'll be using red. We'll put 1 in the water and 1 inside of the boat, and we'll bend the edges just a little bit so it doesn't tip over. And we'll do the same thing with the cold water. 1 in the boat and 1 in the water, and we'll wait 5 minutes. First, we'll look at the one in the cold water. We'll take the boat out first. Notice the color that the M&M has changed. Please make observations on your page 113. Now, let's look at the M&M in the hot water. Record any observations that you observe. So this is the cold, and this is the hot. Now let's look at the boat in the cold. Do you notice any changes? What observations can you make about the candy coating or the chocolate? And then this is the cold water. Any observations you can make about the candy coating or the chocolate? And lastly, let's look at the boat of the hot one. Any changes or observations you can make? Please record these in your student response notebook on page 113. Now that you've filled in the data table of all your observations for this lab, now answer questions 1 and 2 in complete sentences on page 113.